Elder Scrolls 2 Daggerfall. We're playing Argonian Whispers in Shadow. My primary skills are archery. That's capped at 100%. It's mastered. You can only have one mastered skill per character. Short blades at 95. And critical strike. So these are all agility skills. My agility's at 90. My major skills are lockpicking, pickpocket, and streetwise. Minor skills are stealth mercantile, restorations for restoring stamina, mysticisms for teleporting, thaumaturgies for levitating, and illusions just because. Alright, so we got home. We sorted everything. That took, let's see, how long did it take to sort everything? Close to a half hour. You know, we just put away a bunch of stuff. All the alchemy ingredients and things like that. Now, let's get going. We are absorbing too much heat. Zenner, thanks for subscribing. Yay. Gonna say that we are absolutely absorbing too much heat. We're gonna go there. Alright, the Bank of Sentinel. So yeah, the content we're talking about was Warframe, specifically the TennoCon stream happened recently, as in yesterday. And I think, 5 out of 10 average. There's some problems with it, I think. I'm going to go to the Order of RK. I can't go to the bank right now. I'm going to have to stick around town for a bit. But I was going to say that I don't know regarding Warframe. It's the TennoCon really inspired me to do another, what if Warframe was good video just in general, because I think that they've got some really big problems with their development. Like they're chasing things. How do I put this? They're chasing the next release too quickly. You look at something like Path of Exile, where they actually schedule releases, 3 months out and stuff like that, to where people know that the next big thing is coming out in 3 months, and you come to understand that. Now, Warframe's more complicated than that, and some things take longer to develop, some things get developed faster, and it shows that it gets developed faster. The biggest mistake they ever made in Warframe was shouting, "And you can play it right now! Railjack!" They were really banking on getting people back into Railjack. Railjack was going to be the next thing that wows people. But they didn't. Honestly, they didn't go far enough with it. And I have this problem with almost everything they've been putting out since the Plains of Eidolon. I enjoy the core gameplay, so I don't care that much. Like, I will still play the game just for Kuva floods and arbitrations, like that core gameplay is enough to keep me playing just because I play for fun. But other people who are more goal-oriented are put off by it. They look at these individualized islands of grind, and they despise them. Like, they don't expand the universe by adding in new locations. They instead say, okay, it's time to leave the old content and go to the new island of grind until you've exhausted it. Basically, I have some ideas on how they could fix this, but I don't believe that rambling randomly on a live stream would be the best way to express those ideas. So I'll probably be making a video about it. Now, let's see. I need to figure out if there's anything I need to repair here. I don't think so. I've got a broken bow. Yes. Let me see here. As far as the things that need to happen, though, Warframe does absolutely... How do I put this? They need to be semi-separated from their defenders. The people who constantly say yes, like this is great. This is what we needed. This is the next thing, because those people come and go. You get 15 or 20 of those. So I'm going to ramble in a video instead. Well, I'm going to ramble after putting considerable thought to it and assembling bullet points. That's what I mean to say. See, there's a difference. Like, my rambling can be focused or it can be generalized. And when it's generalized, it tends to meander down roads and not get thought completely. Let's just there we go. All right. There we go. Sorry. I was thinking, really, what it comes down to is, it said, what Warframe do I run? What do you mean, what? I have them all. And I tend to run Ember quite a bit, but I have them all. And, we've got the Nova, we've got Gara, we've got... Really depends on what I want to do. So, no, that is a terrible question. What Warframe do I run? So, yeah, I mean, I've got all of them. So currently what we're doing is we're buying the potions. And this is a vital part of getting set up for an adventure. We're not actually going to be able to do anything today as far as our current loadout, or as far as things go, because it's too late in the day for us to access the bank and deposit our hundreds of letters of credit. So instead, we're just kind of meandering around. See, the bank closed an hour ago. So we're just going to chill out and ramble while we wait for the next day to show up. That I have them all, yes, other than Excalibur Prime, who, is a founder exclusive. No, I got into Warframe around the closed beta, and the game was garbage back then. It more or less got better around the time they had, what do you call it? When they improved the parkour system, I think. So, yes, many potions for when you encounter a dungeon infested by Daedra Lords. Not only Daedra Lords, ancient liches, ancient vampires, all the high-end stuff. Like, not only do you have Daedra Lords, but, I mean, there's just so many different monster types that were encountered. Remember, we have the Meaner Monsters mod going, so... That's kind of a big deal. Let's see here. Checking one more thing. All right. So, yeah. Live service games are interesting because there's an art to making them successful. And Warframe is an example of a failed live service game. It was on the trajectory of a complete failure as a game until Total Biscuit saved it. If Total Biscuit weren't around, the game would have probably died. And you'll find that the developers actually acknowledge that there was a time before Total Biscuit gave them a shout out and a time afterward. Let's see. We're still buying potions, figuring things out here. Purification. Yes. Stamina. Almost done. Reaction, Orc Strength. I don't need that many Orc Strength potions, come to think of it. Game keeps offering me Orc Strength potions, so I keep buying them, but that's probably a bad idea, to be honest. I just keep grabbing them because I can. It's just that what I really need are just more stamina potions to be able to not sleep in a dungeon. That's really the main problem. Purification potions are great because you heal to full on them. Yes, the Order of RK and RK are one and the same. Sir, what do you need? Really? I didn't know that the Order of RK and RK were one and the same. Well, does that mean that the Order of RK... If I'm just considering the logistics of being inside the Order of RK temple, and that being RK himself. Don't know about that. Don't know about that too much. Okay. How was this? It was RK. Yes. Grab those cure poison potions. We should be fine. We've got a good amount of stuff there. Yeah. Yeah, you get, said what difficulty would be best for vanilla Daggerfall? Well, Daggerfall doesn't have difficulty levels. Don't know what you're going on about with that. Morrowind, you just kind of start in the middle of the bar and move it toward the left if you feel that the game is too difficult. But Daggerfall is as hard or as easy as you make it with your character build. And, of course, the circumstances. If you decide to save frequently enough, and, well, that's... you'll also find luck to be a big factor in Daggerfall, since random events are random. Now, let's figure out what we're doing here. Okay, we have to go to the equipment store. About the reflexes setting. If you set the reflexes setting to anything under very high, you're basically playing a slower version of a modern video game. Like, the game just becomes stupid at that point. Yes. Like, very high reflexes is just modern day video game. Mm-hmm. Let's go to repair. Contemplating. Oh, no, I've got to go to the Fighters Guild. My bad. Fighters trainers are over there. Very good. But yeah. I gonna say that I really do I've really been looking at games lately, ones that are successful live services and ones that are terrible live services and yet still successful, and of course the utter failures and what made them that way. Next, we got our Daedric gauntlets and all our daggers. The daggers fall, right. Give me a second to put this other stuff away. I need to put that stuff away on the ground really quick. Okay. These are the Daedric items. These... Damn it. Looks like I'm going to have to pick those up regardless. Put them in the wagon then. The armor and everything for now. Have to figure out what's where. That didn't work. Let's see. Yeah, they're all here. Broken. No. Yep, I got them. Okay, so in the wagon, there are the 2 new bows. Okay, good. We got them. So, yeah, we have to do this here. Ooh, yeah. Anyway, I was looking at the concept of live services that are successful versus ones that are, well, failures. And we look at Warframe and how Warframe was basically a failure of a live service, at least through progression. Thanks for the cheer. Appreciate it. So, it's interesting to see how it managed to rebound and just how much it managed to rebound. And despite people saying, well, Warframe's going to die at this rate, it seems there's no evidence that it's anywhere on a downward spiral in terms of usage and players and profit. It seems to be on a downward spiral in terms of quality, and that's the developer's problem, but In terms of like financial success, I think the studio is doing just fine. All right. They can point to their accomplishments and say, we're doing great. And I understand and I respect that. I just don't conflate success and quality. Other people do. And I want to stab them in the face. Call them bad names. Alright, let's see here. Let's see what else we got here. Yeah, that's about it. 9 days for this. 1 day for everything else. This is broken. This has got to be broken. Like, okay, whatever. Doesn't matter. We're repairing everything. So, yeah, repair all the daggers. Profit equals quality, yes. No, I remember, I still remember I don't remember who it was, what their username was, but I do remember kicking someone off my Discord server for trying to make that argument. Like, it was clear that they were some kind of weird troll, but they immediately said, I mean, they had stated that quality and success are one and the same, and that you should never judge someone or someone's work if you can't be as successful as them. And it's just like, really? Really? I have no desire to talk to you ever again. Okay. 7,449 septums. There we go. There is a, yeah. How do I put this? There's an appeal to authority where if you can't make this, then you can't criticize it. Yeah, and like, if you try that, I'm just gonna kind of tune out and go away. Right. No, thank you. I think we'll just end discourse here and go put our time towards something else, like criticizing video games. No, I actually had a lot of fun playing Warframe recently, and I think I will have more fun playing it when the Heart of Deimos drops. But it won't be an enduring amount of play like some other people want it to be. Okay, let's see about getting our gear on here. Whoops, that is not our gear on, that is our gear off. Second here. We're going to go with 2 outfits. First and foremost, this is outfit light. And we need a nice cloak to go over it. Very good. Go. Yes. That if you can't criticize us, that's just better marketing and sales. Yes. All right. Let me see here. Okay. Checking a few more things. I think we've got our outfits. So that's just our travel gear. And then we need armored up. So we actually need to go into our setting or thing here and equip all pieces of armor. There should be gauntlets. So that is a full set of armor. And then we go bow, dagger, armored up. So travel gear, armored up. That's good. Everything's looking better now. We're going to put away all the clothing items we had on us, just for the moment. I'm looking at all these letters of credit. We need to deposit those tomorrow for sure. No question about it. No question about it. Anyway. that should do it. I think that's all the clothing items. Now, as far as potions go, I need to put away, say, 23 free action potions. 20, yeah, just 20 healing potions. 20 orc strength potions. Good. Keep the 11 stamina. Don't need that much water. Some water's good. Ration packs are good. That should more or less do it. We're at 105 carry weight, which is, I think, where we're going to be sitting for a bit until we can get these letters of credit. Letters of credit aren't that heavy either. Contemplating. Doesn't matter. Okay. So let's continue. What we're going to do now is I'm going to rest for the rest of the day. I'm going to cast Light, Jumping, Buoyancy. Just going to cast Buoyancy a bunch until we run out of magic. Just going to spam it while jumping. So we're raising our jumping skill while we are casting that spell. Good. Now we sleep. So once we finish sleeping, you notice someone following you. In my house? Huh. Someone in my house. You notice someone following... Are you sure that wasn't just a bad dream? I think that was just a bad dream. We assume. Probably not. Yeah, I noticed someone following me in my own house. Interesting. Well, we're going to now save the game here. What time is it? 2 a.m. All right. We got to go 5 hours, maybe. 5 hours should do it. Now. See, it's 7 a.m. The bank will be open. Yeah. Absorbing too much heat. Well, of course I'm absorbing too much heat. I'm wearing, like, heavy clothing. There we go. I guess I should head over to the equipment store. Yes. Climb! See them follow me over this. And just, What's my climbing skill at anyway, or my jumping skill anyway? Let's find out. My jumping skill is 95. It's maxed. So, yeah, I've got the highest jumping skill possible. Unless, of course, I wanted to become a master of jumping. Becoming a master of jumping, you can only have one master skill there. All right. Good. Ooh, said what burned you out on Warframe is you can't get on at the same time as the people who are playing with, like, Conan Exiles. Well, Conan Exiles, yeah, I agree that that would be a situation that you'd probably not want to play the game without your friends. Warframe is a game that Daedric Dagger, time to buy it. Yes. I was going to say, Warframe is a game that I like to just kind of turn on an audiobook, and I will play without putting too much thought into the game and just kind of absorb the audiobook. That's my preferred way of playing. I play it for the, for the survival missions or disruption missions, endless mission types, while I'm listening to an audiobook. Or sometimes a podcast, but you know what I mean. Generally, it's the same deal. I'm multitasking while I'm playing Warframe. Sometimes I'll be in a meeting and I'll be playing Warframe, but with a word processor on the left. And if the idea is you play it in solo mode, you can actually pause the game by hitting escape anytime you want. Unless it's in an open world zone, then it doesn't pause. But just like normal missions, like a Kuva Flood or a Sortie or whatever, you can play solo and you can just hit escape and the game will immediately pause. So, anyway, That's my opinion on Hollow Knight. It's fun. Not, how do I put this? I guess the aesthetics are all right, but it's a lot of fun. The good Metroidvania style game. Some people like to call it Souls-like, which sounds incredibly dumb once you look at it. I mean, I guess because of the way the Estus flasks work, it would kind of be that way, but if that's the case, then Mumadora Reverie Under the Moonlight is a Souls-like. And somehow that bothers me. The thought of that being true. Alright, let's see here. I'm looking at the time, and the bank should actually just be opening now, or be opening in an hour. Go over and look at the bank. Yes. Take a sip from your water skin because you're overheating. Wow. Do not run horse on wall. Got it. Alright. Gonna say that there are a lot of other games I'd prefer to play right now over Warframe now. What is the best RPG? What are you talking about the best? But let me go ahead and deposit all that. Yes. Let me see here. Ooh. Thinking about what we want to deposit here. Okay. Right. So we just need to deposit lots of money. Oh, we had 114,000. Okay, that explains things. 90,000? There we go. So we now have 2.8 million gold in the bank of Sentinel. That's pretty cool. Let's see here. I played Two Worlds a little bit. Not a lot. Let's see. Gonna say my favorite game is Chrono Trigger, though. And a lot of people talk about it, you know, like, this is the best RPG ever. Well, I'd argue that it's one of the best video games ever made, but it's a JRPG, which is, let's just say, very, very light on the choices and consequences. Like, you can't really compare it to a tabletop RPG in a meaningful sense. It's more like an adventure game than an RPG. However, Chrono Trigger does open quite a bit later on. And by that, I mean it starts off... like, Chrono Trigger is almost like two games, in the sense that you have a solid line of progression to follow, where you're guided through the story all the way up until the fated hour. And when that happens, you are basically ready to fight the final boss of the game. However, they explain to you that there are a lot of things happening in the world still, and you should address those problems before you undertake the final boss. And there's like, I don't know, 12 side quests to do, like main side objectives to do, all across different timelines. Eras, there we go, not timelines. What? God damn it. But we're just gonna loiter for an hour here. There we go. Now, as I was saying, it influences the ending of the game in terms of, like, what ending or what side tasks you decide to undertake. But I left all the gold at the bank because I'm a smart person. Yes. I realized that I didn't actually take out a letter of credit after I deposited all the letters of credit. They're absorbing too much heat. Do I not have any water? Ugh, I drank all the water already. Okay. There we go. I was overheating. Alright, banker. We need 10,000 gold. Then we're going to deposit the 10,000 gold, or most of it, in the wagon. And by that I mean like 9,000 gold. That leaves us with 1,000 gold on us. Are we talking about, not Warhammer, goddammit, not Battletech either. Mech Warrior 2, yes. I have memories, Indigo, of that damn narrator voice computer? Cockpit computer, there we go. Saying, autopilot engaged, autopilot disabled. I will always have memories of that. Alright, let's see. Ooh, what are my thoughts on Warhammer? I'm not really into the Warhammer universe. I much prefer the Forgotten Realms, to be honest. Prefer a more high fantasy and a less grungy, gritty fantasy, I guess. That's just my personal taste. Unless you're talking about 40,000, in which case it is... Everything is so fucking exaggerated in 40,000 that I actually like it. Like, the absolute absurdity to which things are exaggerated in 40k, I like that. Let me see here. But yes, Mech Warrior 2 was special sort of game. Let's see. Ooh. But I've never been a fan of tabletop wargaming, which is completely different to, say, tabletop pen and paper gaming. And it's important to make that distinction because people will go, oh, well, Zaric hates tabletop gaming. No, I just hate tabletop war gaming, where you have a board and you have miniatures that you move around. I don't like that. I've never enjoyed that. I might buy a miniature from time to time, pre-painted, but that's to go on my shelf upstairs. That's it. That's its only purpose. Alright, let's see here. Moving on this way. Ah, yes. We're going back into our house for a moment. I mean, we got all the stuff done that we needed to get done. We got money. We got our magical items. Oh, wait. We need to identify some of this stuff. Well, back to the Mages Guild. Damn. Yes. Well, I mean, I've already experienced something similar to what you're talking about with Magic the Gathering. I played the game from beta to 5th edition. And I'm not talking about the video game. I'm talking about the actual card game from its initial beta to 5th edition. And I didn't like what it turned into. And once I found out they were basically limiting what cards you'd bring into tournaments. I don't just mean a ban list, because ban lists make sense when you have stupidly overpowered cards. No, I'm talking about, like, well, you can only use these 2 expansions. And I'm just like, fuck off. But once they started doing that in tournaments, I was done forever. Like, any chance of me revisiting Magic the Gathering went out the window the moment they started doing that. Okay, so we actually need to rest for 1 hour in here. Yes. I used to do a white and blue deck with a healthy dose of artifacts. My win condition for that one was just setting up a board in which I could bypass all your monsters and instantly attack your health pool. But again, that was before they had crazy combos and newer editions. I stopped around 5th. Keep that in mind. One of my favorite combos was actually I believe it was a red and blue deck that involved. It was red, blue, and green And what it centered around was getting an ornithopter that could be sacrificed an infinite number of times and infinitely go to your hand. You'd sacrifice the ornithopter, get a point of mana, and it would go back to your hand. And you just keep sacrificing it over and over and over because it was a 0 casting cost card. And after you sacrificed it a billion times, you just hit them with a fireball for 1 billion damage. I'm exaggerating about the billion part, but you know, basically, that was it. Okay. Let's go. Mage's Guild. Here we go. Yep. Yes. Well, I don't respect Wizards of the Coast. That's why I talk up. I really talk up. What do you call it? Forgotten Realms. But I'm not talking about newer Forgotten Realms. I'm talking about 3rd edition era Forgotten Realms. Because I do not respect Wizards of the Coast. And if that gets me, you know, if I hit it big and then I get invited to tournaments and then they go suddenly, wait a second, you talked bad about us before. I just smile with pride and go, that's right. Because I absolutely do not respect Wizards of the Coast at all. All right, let's see here. Allow me to be the first to offer my unreserved congratulations for your glorious ascension up the slippery hierarchy that is the Mages Guild. Now you've achieved the rank of Evoker, you have access to the guild library. Very good. Very good. Now, let's see here. It's unfortunate because I did actually... I was a really big fan of Wizards of the Coast back around, you know, Magic the Gathering time. You know, like, they did a 5th edition. I was seriously on board with most of what they did. But now they're just kind of weird. And I think it might be due to certain members no longer being there or stuff like that. I don't remember Wizards of the Coast stores, but honestly, I used to go to local gaming shops for that kind of thing. Hello, sir. Wise man. Please identify my stuff. Bracelet. That's it? Is that the only thing we needed identified was a bracelet? Almost disappointed if that's the case. Yeah, that looks like it's it. Just bracelet. Bracelet of Iron Will. No one cares about that. Is the Mages Guild library useful? Yeah, if you want to read books. Do you like to read books? Well, the Mages Guild library might be for you. Daedra summoning. Let's see, what's up here? Teleportation Man. That's it. Good. Yeah, I'm sorry. I don't even know what you mean by when you said you still play Magic the Gathering. I don't even know what you mean anymore. Because I've stopped paying attention so long ago. We aren't getting training here. My bad. I need to go... I've got my bracelet identified. I suppose I should just get a quest at the Mages Guild. I'm looking at my reputations here. And I really need to go grab more Mages Guild rep, I think. So let's go do that. A guild for mangy mages. Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay. Let's do what we did before. Here, hold on. That didn't work. There we go. Okay. That'll do it. Make sure the save file is good. It's all right. It's not as good as the other one was. And yeah. Okay. Give me a quest then. Let me use my Mark of Recall. Got an anchor here. And one more time. There we go. That's better. Very good. Now, let's go ahead and... people of Sentinel are demanding the Mages Guild take action against a mad wizard who's been terrorizing the land. By the order of the Archmagister himself, we will do that. Okay. Looks like it's good. Let's go kill the mad wizard. Tower Jet Dead Jump. Okay, looks good there. Tower Yam. Yeah. I don't care. We're going north. We're going north to kill the evil wizard. Looking at what we got. Yeah, but we're wearing is. I mean, the only other thing I can do is take off all my clothes and run around as a naked lizard man. That's what I'll do. We are absorbing too much heat. Quickly, take off all your clothes. That is the correct decision. We're going to the Mouse and Dagger to raise our spirits, you could say. Yes. Naked lizard walks into a bar, demands all the wine. You're not hungry. You refill all your water. Okay. Yes. Absolutely. Just a naked lizard on the back of a horse, right? Wielding a dagger. Don't question any of this. What's your opinion on Minecraft? Well, here's the thing. Minecraft, I got into Minecraft back during its beta, oddly enough. Notch promised the adventure update and delivered a half-assed version of adventure. And I really kind of stopped paying attention to Minecraft after that. I come back occasionally due to mod packs, but it's mod packs that bring me back to the game, not the game itself. The game is almost a canvas for modding. And my biggest complaint about the game, at least the way other people try to show me the game, is they'll build really big and impressive stuff. And then I'll ask them, okay, what do you do with it now? And they just kind of sit there and go, what? But I built it. Yeah, and what are you doing with it? I mean, you're not putting it on a painting and like putting it on your wall. You're not like, what are you doing with that work of art you made? Like I'm showing you. Okay, but it has no practical, real-world value to me. I'm sorry. You know, I look at someone else's fan art, and well, we got Alucard. This has value to me. You know, nice Alucard artwork here. You know what I'm saying? So people kind of get their feelings hurt a bit when I explain that I don't really see value in the big thing you spent hours making in the Minecraft. Let's see here. Oh, the tower's way up there. Let's see here. We're gonna go up here. Yes. Yes. My point is that Terraria, on the other hand, it's got blood moons. It's got invasions. The place you built to be your little base, you got to protect. In which case, there's a core gameplay loop there. Like, you actually have to be ready for the imminent destruction. You say thirst. I mean, God damn it, we're draining our water skins pretty quickly. We are a thirsty lizard here. Now, there's a priest from the Temple of Akatosh. We don't care too much about her. But we do want to eat a fish. There we go. We ate the fish. Now, just going to be an uncomfortable situation riding through the desert. But, yep. Yep. You said it's fun to have 10 guys on a server exploring there? Yeah, but I do that in No Man's Sky, though. That's what I'm saying. Is, you can have up to 32 people in a star system exploring, mapping things out, creating bases that are, you know, more or less safe havens from planets that want to kill you. I'm just saying, like, everything that is Minecraft. Starbound is another good example. Well, Starbound is difficult to understand because there is exploration and there is crafting, most of which is pointless in Starbound. I mean, once you've when I say pointless, I mean, like, once you've crafted up to the highest tier of gear, that's it. You're kind of done. There's no reason to build new bases on new planets in Starbound. Once you have a good base on a good planet, that's it. You're more or less done. Beam me up to my ship, beam down to the good base. I think that what ends up happening in Starbound has tertiary systems that make it very fun. What I'm saying is, you got quests you can do. Like, different planets will have different people that may send you on a quest. There's a main quest, a main story, actually, because Earth gets destroyed in the very beginning of Starbound. Indigo, when did you play Starbound? Did you play it before they overhauled the main quest and everything? Because now the main quest has several stages, all of which have a key boss fight to them. And there's all this really, like, there is a core gameplay loop that will lead you through up until the final boss. At which point, there's a bounty hunter add-on. You can even make your own space stations. You can have mecha robots. But Starbound without Frackin' Universe, how do I put this? I don't recommend Frackin' Universe to a new player because it's too complicated. But once you get Frackin' Universe in the equation, you have, 32 different types of planets over the normal number. And that's just really good. Now then, let's get going. You gotta grab some fish. Gotta grab some bandages. Just working on our different things there. But yeah, Indigo, you should definitely check out Starbound now. Okay. If you haven't played Starbound in a while, Indigo, I need to pull this up. Hold on. Starbound Bounty Hunter. Hold on. We're pulling this up really quick. Yes, exactly. The point is, it's really good now. And it's also been heavily modded by the community as well. Yes. I think that, God, I'm trying to remember the name now. Yes. You should definitely, and do not skip the opening, because you'll be given an option to skip tutorial. Don't do that, because it sets up the new story. And it is kind of a big deal, because the Earth gets destroyed in the first couple minutes of the game and sets things up. See, Indigo, the old Starbound had sectors like X, Y, and Z. It was not X, Y, and Z. It was Alpha, Beta, Delta, and Zeta. I think were the They were the they were the sectors. Those sectors were like, oh, well, in this version of space, there are these types of planets and stuff like that. So what they ended up doing was they removed that whole system, and now it's an open universe. Every server you log on to, even if it's a single-player game, is its own universe. But even if you were to say, even if you were to get onto a server with other people, unless you joined their group and specifically went to their location, because you can instantly teleport, with their transporter. But your ships might be in different parts of the galaxy. And it's kind of amazing, to be honest. Hold on. Let me see. We're looking at items. We're going to buy bandages. No big deal. Let's get going. We've got a Mages Guild quest, and it's going to be sending us to many different locations. We're at a... Let's see. Antiquities, First Class Market. We'll go to the Antiquities store, then the First Class Market on the way through this town. We'll also stop off at the Mouse and Huntsman in just a second. Yes. Very good. But the reason we're stopping off at Mouse and Huntsman is you get your water refilled by talking to a person there. The barkeep. Barkeep! Yes. That is one thing that I would love to see Daggerfall with a bit more detail in maybe its taverns. And I don't mean like extra stuff, but rather, the waitress versus the barkeep versus the the actual person selling rooms, maybe. I know no Elder Scrolls game has done that, but with the enhanced taverns mod, the taverns do look like it could support all those people. Then maybe raise the price of the taverns to 15 to 30 gold. Maybe have some absurd taverns that are 100 gold, maybe. Yeah, you like that Arena had different quality rooms? I agree. Indigo, the other day I was playing Elite Dangerous, and I was looking at a not a cargo ship. It was called a beluga, and it was basically a transport ship where you take passengers. But not every passenger would want to go on your ship unless you had a certain quality room. Like, you had to get a business class A room, or this guy will refuse to fly with you. Stuff like that. It's kind of funny. They go to that detail. You can even, you can even get a guy who's, how do I put this? An outlaw. And you can kind of smuggle him along with the rest of your passengers. Unfortunately, if you're caught, if the Galactic Authority scans your ship and finds this guy on your ship, and they go to arrest you, you basically forfeit the money from the rest of your contracts. So it's this someone with an authority, another player with an authority scanner, can just kind of scan you to find contraband or whatever else you're smuggling while you're carrying your passengers, just to fuck you over. Of course, me being the enlightened, superior person that I am, I smuggle slaves in the Empire, so you know how it is. There are Imperial slaves, which is basically just indentured servitude that has a limited time on it before they're freed and, given a normal life again as an Imperial citizen. And then there's the straight-up illegal slavery, which there is no contract. They're just indefinitely slaves. And so, those are the type that I smuggle through Imperial space. By the way, they're smuggled in the cargo hold. Freeze-dried. All right. They're smuggled by the ton. Yes. So what game is that? Elite Dangerous. Yes. I use my flight stick that I got for $10 at the store where they were going to throw it in a dumpster. It was, what do you call it? I'm trying to remember. Clearance. There we go. It was on clearance. Gotta move some stuff there. Okay. Ooh. All right. We are hungry and we are thirsty. And there are tigers after us. Desert tigers. I can imagine running into town with desert tigers chasing me. I'd probably accidentally shoot a peasant when doing that, so I'm not going to. But yeah. You should definitely start over from the tutorial because they have made the tutorial decent now. Like, I was able to get into it without too much trouble. Plus, the newbie area has, like, every type of quest in the game. In Elite Dangerous, like, it's all there for you to play around with. And when you leave the quote-unquote Pilots Federation, you lose access to those areas. So, as long as you want to stay there and just do missions in the newbie area, you'll get easy versions of everything. Alright, let's see. General Equipment Store. It is just like the rest of the game, but it's easy. Yeah. The runway used to be rough. Well, they have an auto dock module that's on your starter ship. Is Vanilla Starbound good? Yes. Vanilla Starbound is good. In fact, I recommend Vanilla Starbound to most people because Kraken Universe, which is the best mod, is too complicated for your average player just getting started. It's like, okay, so I've mastered Starbound. What do I do now? And the answer is install Kraken Universe and start over. At which point you've, like, everything is infinitely more complicated. And that's a good thing, after you've gotten used to the base game. Okay, so we bought everything here. Go over to the tavern. Get our water refilled. Hello, sir. Yeah, we talked to him. Have ourselves some wine. Get shit-faced and go on an adventure. Right, Mr. Khajiit? Right. Okay. Now then. We're out of here. What do you think would make Minecraft good? Oh, there's a lot of mods that make Minecraft good. It's just that it really requires you having some sort of conveyance mechanism, giving you something to do. Like, once you've built that giant castle or, you know, your dream farm, basically, I want to break the stone. And once you break the stone, the world goes into darkness. And at night, when the world goes to darkness, you know, new monsters come out that can break open doors, or force open doors, whatever. You know, point is you have to guard your stuff, and they might pick an area to occupy, and you might get better treasures by going after those specific areas that they're occupying at night. You know, like, there are many ways, many systems that could be implemented, and several mods do things like that. I can't tell you if any of them work in the current version, and I really can't remember their names off the top of my head, to be honest. So it's like, which mods are those? I don't remember. But, it's a case of there have been mods that address that, for sure. And add more complexity to the world. Give you things to do besides just, like, I've got my farm built. It produces infinite eggs. I need for nothing. you know, that's the unfortunate situation of Minecraft most of the time. Okay, we are naked. We are also being accosted by giants. Yes. Okay. Correct. I have a Minecraft channel on my Discord servers. It's called Minecraft Like. And it's for games like Starbound, Minecraft, Terraria. But come on. Yeah, I remember I was using, back in the day, a loadout called Hack/Mine, and I enjoyed it immensely. I remember a couple times I streamed Minecraft, and people were posting memes nonstop, like, lol, Minecraft. Like, yeah, it's just kind of a fun game to chill out and play. Of course, No Man's Sky has replaced that for me. Like, that's my just sit back and chill, explore the universe type game. And I find I don't get nearly as many meme comments from people. Usually because, you know, the people who... Oh, here we go, Mithril Battle Axe. Minecraft is known to too many children. Let's put it like that. Too many children. Ooh. That it gets laggy really quick if you add invasions. Yeah. Well, it really depends on, number one, what kind of server it is. And how good your computer is. Because Minecraft, unfortunately, was built originally in Java. And that didn't turn out great, to be honest. There we go. Honorable Daggerfall playstyle. Oh my goodness. Not too sure about that. I'm about to... Let's see. I'll grab a couple of these and run. They stole some leaves. C++ version doesn't have mod tools, pretty much. So, honorable. I mean, it really comes down to... well, here we go. Proceed with caution. Oh, we got hunters. Hunters! There are 4 hunters here. Huh. No idea why. Okay. No, but seriously, just play a sword and board guy then with some healing magic. Maybe throw on some mysticism so you can teleport. Some thaumaturgy so you can levitate. But mostly just sword and board it. I would install the shield module mod for what do you call it, for Daggerfall Unity. That way you can do shield blocks in real time, like controlled shield blocks, not just random dice rolls. Good. That C++ free open source Minecraft clone. Oh, it's a Minecraft clone. Okay, so it isn't compatible with actual Minecraft. Yeah, you almost got me there. You almost got me there. C++ open Minecraft would have been amazing. But, yeah. Let's see here. Order of RK is here. Seeing if there's anything else I need to do at the moment. I mean, this is a good place to sleep for the night. I probably even... Let me see here. Yeah, let's go to the nearest tavern. Up here. Past Rodad's equipment. Going this way. Passing the Order of the Candle now. Very good. Made a $1 billion Java game. I know. Hey. It isn't... Honestly, at its core, Minecraft isn't very good, or wasn't, I should say, in the past. Now, it's been refactored, like, massively refactored, so it is, from a technical standpoint, a lot better than it used to be. But when Notch made it, it was conceptually a great game, and practically speaking, a terrible game. But again, a lot of the code's been refactored over time, and it's actually something pretty good now. Let's see here. Yeah, we're just going to go to that tavern. Hold on, I'm gonna turn on my map rapidly. I want to see something. That's good. Okay, I was just seeing like if there was something up with the refresh, like the update when you went to the menu and left. And just for an instant, I thought I saw something weird, but it was actually just that the fact that the map, if you look at the map, it doesn't cover the whole screen. This part right here, like on the edges, it doesn't cover that part, but for whatever reason, I thought like there was a kind of delay in the refresh between the two, and the answer is there isn't. I just thought there was for a second. Room for the night. For the night, I actually mean just like 3 hours. Yeah. That should do it. There we go. It's nighttime. You know what? Let's leave at midnight, actually. That'd be good. So let's rest for 4 more hours. And well, notice around the tavern, whispers patrons are looking, bounty hunters looking for me. I'm not gonna hide from the bounty hunter. Oh, jeez, he paralyzed me instantly. There you are. I'm taking you in. Damn, I won't hide from the bounty hunter. Instantly paralyzed. Regret. All right, no, free action. Seriously. Oh my. That's fine. Yeah, stops resisting, pulls out taser. Exactly. Exactly. Up. Okay. Yeah, imagine. I mean, this isn't Morrowind, so they wouldn't call me an Enwa. But, I mean, I assume that's what you meant when you said the N-word. Enwa, which, you know, Elder Scrolls universe. I can't imagine there are any other words that start with N that you might be talking about. Enwa is the only one that I know about. Alright, let's see here. Damn! Tanky battle mage. I'll be taking your everything. Yes. Good, good. Ooh. Yep. Honestly, Skyrim is out of date. It is no longer current. It hasn't been current for 10 years, and they keep making new versions of it. You know, they released it for the Switch. That's ridiculous. Seriously, it's a 9-year-old game. 8-year-old? No. Almost a decade. Oh god, look at that face. Yes. Yeah, so. 8-year-old game. No longer current. That's what I'm saying. There we go. Yes, each new port of the game doesn't even fix bugs, and that bugs the crap out of me. Like, here's the thing. People constantly tell me about how, by the way, I'm paralyzed. My free action wore off and I'm still paralyzed. Now, I was gonna say that I really like the fact that, that in theory, Skyrim could get more content through the Creation Club, right? I constantly poked at people and said, look at this, it's paid mods. Paid mods are back. Ha 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 ha, right? Well, we understand they're not paid mods, they're micro DLCs, right? Micro DLCs. Here's the thing. You have no business selling a micro DLC for a game you won't even fix the bugs for. They're profiting off of the game with on a continual basis by producing new content for it without fixing the old stuff. It's disgusting. Okay, let's see here. Ooh. Correct. The reason Skyrim Special Edition feels more stable is because it uses more of your... Well, they actually did change something. They changed the way memory is allocated to the Papyrus scripting engine, and that's because it can use a lot more. Because in the old one, it wasn't very good. It used what? Like 250 megabyte, or was it 500 megabyte chunks? I forget. Point is, the Papyrus scripting engine allocated these small chunks of memory, and then it would get hung trying to allocate the next chunk and just crash. And that's unfortunate. But with the... they changed the way it allocates memory in the new version, in the quote-unquote special edition. So yes, they did kind of make a fix in the sense that they reworked it. Yes. And that's just so that they could fit more stuff in to sell you at once, you know, with the Creation Club. Let me see here. Very good. People are telling me about stuff that's going on. Okay. Someone was looking for the Skyrim theme with Todd Howard talking about the chess club. Okay, so I think what they're talking about is Blend S. So what you do is you type in Blend S in Skyrim, and it should be something along the lines of this.
Who's laughing now? Who's laughing now? Who's laughing now? Go back to the chess club. Who's laughing now? Who's laughing now? Yes, I was in the chess club. Who's laughing now? Who's laughing now? I'm gonna make a video game. Who's laughing now? Who's laughing now?
Yes. Now, that's not to be confused with Blend W, which is something... It is an experience. I don't think you've lived until you've seen the amazement that is Blend W. Okay? It is something. I can confirm that is indeed something. All right? And that's all I can say. It is definitely an experience. Oh. Okay. My paralysis is almost worn off because I spent too much time in menus. Menus. Yes. I'm free! But no, in general, I hate the idea that they're still selling stuff on the Creation Club to people without fixing their damn game. Like, here's how I, in my head, justify something like the Creation Club. We're going to continue to support this game into the future. And in exchange for that support, We ask you that you support us by buying microtransactions, aka these little pieces of armor and weapons and little quests and stuff. We're gonna sell you these little extra adventures, and in exchange for that, we're gonna maintain this game. Dude, that's how my head works. How I think this would be fair. This is good, right? Yes. It's like a landlord still charging you full rent despite a crumbling roof. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. I don't know what's going on there. Going to Bothcourt. The horse armor was... Well, here's the thing. Horse armor was actually made... They wanted to give that stuff away for free. And it was the publisher who decided that it should be charged for. And the reason they decided it should be charged for is because they can't give it away for free on consoles, right? If they gave it away for free on consoles, Microsoft and Sony would have charged them to upload these DLCs, basically. So what they did was they settled for, okay, well, we'll just charge the people on consoles. And the publisher said, no. If you're going to charge the people on consoles, you need to charge the people on PC. That's how it works. It's fair and equal on all platforms. Yes, correct, Indigo. They had to validate each one. Basically, what happens is when you submit something to go on a console, it has to be put in for certification. So each one of those DLCs had to be certified, functional by Sony or Microsoft, depending on what platform you're on. I don't remember if it was what the hell was their deal. But yeah, my point is that they basically had to pay a fee for every DLC they put up on consoles. So they said, look, we're going to offset that by charging people, right? So they said, fine, we'll charge the consoles only. And then the publisher's like, no, it has to be fair. You got to charge everybody. And that's how horse armor became a thing. Became a charged thing. As in, look at, oh, God damn it, bandits. Gotta kill this bandit. That's just a bandit. Damn. That hurt. Oof. Transform. Got it. Yes. Well. There we go. Didn't they add it as a freebie to Shivering Isles? Because they were still working on Shivering Isles and they wanted to give... Alright, so here's the deal with Shivering Isles. Or not Shivering Isles, sorry. The quote-unquote DLCs to Oblivion. The DLCs to Oblivion were originally tests of the creation kit that they were... Or, sorry, construction said. Doesn't matter. You can name it whatever the fuck you want. They were tests of the user version of the dev tools, right? And the user versions are dumbed down to a certain extent. Now, the user version of the dev tools in Morrowind, they gave away as official plugins. That's the Master Index. That's Firemoth Island. That's the Adamantium Armor. Like, all of those things were integrated, were given away for Morrowind as official plugins, right? They wanted to do the same thing with Oblivion, and that's why we ended up with the DLCs, because Oblivion had to go on consoles, so your free plugins that you produced, we gotta charge you for. Sorry. This is a case of the consoles fucking it up for everybody. Yes. And no, I don't actually like making those examples, because I really do want a world where, consoles aren't terrible. So, I'm not like, destroy all the consoles. No, I'm not like that. So it actually makes me annoyed when I have to say, yes, the console's fucked it up for everybody. Let's see here. Yeah, we need to set up a camp here for like 3 hours. 3 hours should do it. Three hours. I look like some pretty coin on ya. Bandits. Bandits. Yep, bandits are here. Remember all the $5 ringtones back in the day? A little bit. I was not in the business of buying ringtones. I ended up plugging my phone into the computer and forcing, like, messing with the files, basically. I forced my phones to do what I wanted them to do, even back in the day. I did not have a cell phone as soon as I should have. I had a computer long before I had a cell phone. Do people still use songs as ringtones? Yeah, I very often will have the instrumental version of His World from Sonic the Hedgehog as my ringtone. One thing, never, ever set your ringtone to something you love. Because if you're working and you get work-related calls, you're going to learn to hate that. You're going to learn to hate that song. And more bandits. We're running away from these bandits. We already fought another set of bandits there. Duh. Okay. Ooh. Okay. We've arrived here. Our goal is up here. This is the tower we're looking for. So we're kind of working our way over there. Yes. DuckTales to the moon. Oh god, no. Huh, group of travelers. No big deal here. Where's the rest of them? Oh, they're over there. Okay. They're in pairs, apparently. Ooh. I've not been keeping up with games that are coming out soon. Let's put it like that. There's a deer, lost the blood trail. I assume there'll be a bear around here. A sand bear. Nope, just another person there. No big deal. Okay, let's continue. What else we got? Yes. Stamina. Yes. Yes, 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 yes. But yeah, I really have not been paying attention to games that were announced or otherwise. I mean, Divinity, the original Sin 3, a Baldur's Gate adventure, was announced. And we actually got to see some gameplay of that. It looks very fun. I can't wait to play Divinity, the original Sin 3. It's going to take place in the Forgotten Realms. It's going to have unique characters. Which yeah, it's going to have characters we've never seen in Baldur's Gate, for example. And I don't know, I'm semi-excited to check it out, to be honest. Yeah. Hold on, I'm going to go ahead and unequip my stuff. I'm kind kind of overheating wearing this stuff. There we go. But yeah. Unfortunately, we'll probably never see a real Baldur's Gate 3. It's just going to be Divinity: The Original Sin 3 in the Baldur's Gate universe with their own unique characters they've made up. And that's basically it. So... see here. Cyberpunk. Cyberpunk is, I'm not actually a Cyberpunk fan. I'm a fan of Cyberpunk fantasy. So... I mean, I like Cyberpunk to a certain extent. I really do. The Dead Dragon. Let's grab some water in the Dead Dragon. Go. Hello, sir. Yes, refilled our water. Now, let's figure out if there's... We'll go over to the pawnbroker really quick. Let's see. In some years, they'll make Pillars of Divinity. Oh, no. Let's see here. But yeah. As I was saying, I'm not really a fan of Cyberpunk in general. I mean, I thought Ghost in the Shell standalone complex was really good. I was like the original Ghost in the Shell movie. But I didn't really like anything else that came out of the Ghost in the Shell universe other than the first season of Standalone Complex and the first movie. And I liked Armitage the Third, even though it was kind of a bit weird. So there's a handful of movies and things that I like that are cyberpunk, but I'm not really a fan of the genre per se. And so when everyone's talking about Cyberpunk by the Witcher devs, I just scratch my head and go, it's probably going to be good. I'm probably going to like it. But, you know, it's not going to be something I go back to time and time again and regard as a masterpiece that I must play all the time, because I gravitate more toward fantasy. So when you see me playing, say, Shadowrun is a, let's just say, a special sort of, combination of, you know, cyberpunk plus my favorite fantasy elements. You know, I like to meme this sometimes, where I'll say, you know, there's a dragon, CEO of a mega corporation. You fail at your job, you might get fired, literally. But it's true. I mean, combining deckers, riggers, physical adepts who use magic, you know, street samurais who have, what do you call them, enhancement chips and stuff. Like, I absolutely love the combination of those things. And that's where my love of Shadowrun comes from. Not really from the Shadowrun aspects, but the idea of taking high fantasy and cramming it into a modern setting. That's really where my love of Shadowrun comes from. And other people will watch me play Shadowrun or hear me talk about Shadowrun and immediately assume I'm a cyberpunk fan, and that's just not the truth. So it comes down to very specific cyberpunk things that I really, really like. Let's see. Do orcs and dragons need to file their taxes? It's a very good question. All right, so a lot of the cities and stuff are kind of in ruins. Now, if you live in a good upscale corporate dome, the orcs are definitely going to need to file their taxes. In fact, the orcs are usually used as corporate bodyguards because they're really tough. And, yeah, I mean, it comes down to the fact that corporations in that universe have sovereignty. Like, we joke in the real world about, oh, haha, you know, like, technically the United States is ruled by the corporations. Yes, but there's a thin veneer of bureaucracy and government over that. Now, in the Shadowrun universe, they've just cast it aside and said that, like, these certain areas are sovereign nations controlled by the, like, that are the corporations. They are sovereign territory of the corporations, basically. All right. We're not going to be talking about third world countries and their relationship to this, and to the corporate structures of the world. Sorry, that's not on our agenda today. All right, let's see. Orcish battle axe. Yeah, it's fine. We're just getting rid of all this junk. 8,000 gold. Paid in a letter of credit. Damn right. So, my point is that in Shadowrun, there are, like, you might be living in a corporate dome where your entire life is more or less dictated by the corporation. And, you know, wage slavery, as we've come to kind of make it a meme, is a complete reality at this point. It isn't even an abstract concept. It is a way of life for with no possibility of the average citizen getting free of it. How do I put this? No bankruptcy, no way to get out. So what they end up that you end up getting missions, because remember that in Shadowrun, you're playing as an outlaw, a misfit of society. So as a misfit, you're more or less, you're not working within that framework. You're looking at other people and basically pitying them. We're gonna go sleep in the Dead Griffin for a couple hours. We're in a bad situation. Shadowrun's end goal is Reciteer. That's funny. But no, you are more or less an outlaw who is looking at these systems from the outside. And that's an important thing to understand when we talk about stuff like Shadowrun. Because you are... you're more or less a criminal to begin with. And so you're performing illegal missions, kind of raiding corporations on behalf of other corporations, stuff like that. And, yeah, we look at the average citizens, you know, the people who live within the system, kind of to be pitied because as a quote-unquote Shadowrunner, we aren't restricted by the same problems they are. The choice right now to be transported into the Forgotten. No. That is always the most fucked up question people give me. It's like, would you like to be an isekai protagonist? I do appreciate the cheer, but No, but with all due respect, fuck you. Alright. Yeah, I'm sorry. It's just I get that I get questions of, do you want to be isekai'd frequently, and I never find that question not retarded. Ooh, no. Let's see. All right. Continue. Yeah, I love deckers and riggers in Shadowrun. Absolutely. Bandit! Bandit! Half a sandwich. I can't actually use that half a sandwich. I want to eat it. I want to eat the sandwich. I usually hear that question in relation to the Elder Scrolls, like, would you like to live in Tamriel? And I tell them flat out, Tamriel is a terrible place to live. No. Oh, boy. Let's see. Ooh, said, are Shadowrun PC games okay or terrible? They're all right. I would argue that the Shadowrun PC games get better the further you go. Like, the further you go into the franchise of Shadowrun PC games, the better they get. In other words, Shadowrun Returns is the worst. Dragonfall is much, much better. Let's see here. Okay. I mean, when there isn't a Daedric invasion, you get to look forward to a regular invasion by militaries that are continually reshaping the map. That is the political map. It's, the most exciting thing ever is just watching your homes burn to, you know, militaries you don't have any control over. No! If you're going to Tamriel, you need to become a member of the guilds and become a strong adventurer. You do realize what happens to, like, every adventurer who isn't the player, right? They die. Alright, stew, and we continue. Actually, you know what? Let's take a moment. We're gonna rest in the room for 2 hours. Good, good, good. Yes. If you want to be transported to the distant past, think of modern medicine, hygiene, and indoor plumbing. Well, here's the thing. A lot of people in the distant past understood good hygiene. Just not everyone. It really depends. Depends on where you were. It's kind of like the old thing where people would say, you know, most peasants were illiterate, which was incorrect. Most peasants only knew their local language, but the church, who controlled most of our history books, they declared that if you didn't know Latin, you were illiterate. I mean, it really depends. Medicine, absolutely terrible. Indoor plumbing didn't exist. But hygiene was dependent on where you were talking about. All right, we're going to... not everyone was terrible at hygiene. Just most people. Okay. We're just stealing everything at this farm because we are a good and nice person who is absolutely honorable, as far as you guys know. No, steal is not one of our major skills, trollolo. Yes, it is. me see here. People didn't understand bacteria. Yep. Ooh. This way. Hostile encounter. Try to avoid it. Lich! Fireball! Why so many fireballs? Damn it. Gonna go ahead. There's a highwayman here! What's happening? No! The fireball! Oh no! Force bolt? Force bolt! Die! I killed the Lich with a force bolt. Cannot carry any more stuff. I also have a bandit who's behind me who tried to mug me during a Lich encounter. Oh no. What is happening here? This is truly a terrifying place we've been transported to. Yeah, move, Lich, get out of the way. Oh no. Oh no. I just got an arrow. Ow! There are enemies nearby. Really? This highwayman. Highwayman? Yes. Min. There we go. Thief. I'll take that Daedric Wakizashi, thank you. Woo! Right. Failed to avoid encounter. Bastard. Another bandit. There are liches in Elder Scrolls Blades. Remember when I was killed by the ancient alien Lich King? Those were good times. Come on. Bam! Khajiit suit. There were liches in Oblivion as well. I mean, they were terrible, mind you, but they were in Oblivion. And Dragon Priests are basically just nerfed, heavily nerfed liches in Skyrim. But yes, I remember the one guy who transformed into an ancient alien king. He turned evil. Evil. That's kind of important. Ooh. Yes. Right. We're just heading to the next day. Oh, here we go. We've reached a dungeon. What dungeon was this again? It was the mines. These mines are filled with Daedra Lords, but if I go straight north, I can get to the tower. 7 hours. 7 hours straight north. Let's get there. Let's get there quickly. We have to believe in ourselves. Our massive, massive trips. Oh boy. Someone called out to me, watch out for bears! Bears? I don't see any bears. Okay then, no bears. Just a ball of wax in her inventory. Keep going. Actually, let's stop on the way there. Come to think of it, there's a pub to the north. That should be fine. Hostile encounter avoided successfully. I'm not going to speculate on what will be removed from Elder Scrolls 6. I've done that in previous videos, especially the ones where I talked about, let's just say, mods. Paid mods and stuff like that. I've talked about some things that could get removed. But, yeah, I'm not going to speculate on Elder Scrolls 6 at the moment. Mainly because we've only seen a title screen. And there are other YouTube videos, or sorry, other YouTube channels that are, like, they make their living off of speculating about Elder Scrolls 6 and Starfield. I'm going to let them do that. I'm going to let them do all their speculation content. and not impede on in their little space, which I find actually kind of sad, and you know, I kind of mock it, but you know, I'm not going to name names here. My harvesting skill increased to 10%. Damn right. Damn right it did. Continue to harvest. Yes. I'm not going to name names, but I do mock quite a few people who make it their life's... yes, exactly. 10 things you need to know about Elder Scrolls 6. Pretty much. Okay, Indigo. Now, add a picture of Tamriel with a red arrow pointing at High Rock with a little circle on it. All right, we're getting out of here. Yes. We continue to the north. Always. Bubopada! That's where we're going. We're going to Bubopada. Yes. Well, ain't this a surprise? Oh, wait. Indigo says, got a call from Todd Howard about Elder Scrolls 6 at 3 a.m. Gone speculative. Oh, no. We got bandits and centaurs. Bandits and centaurs. Oh, no. I need to use my challenger straps. Here we go. Hellfire. Again. Another Hellfire. Yes. Hellfire is the best. Crusty bread on that guy, unsuccessful on the other. But I have spoken to people who have previously worked at Bethesda, and I am not optimistic. I have hopes, but how do I put this? I have very low expectations. High hopes, low expectations. I am not a wellspring of optimism. That's what I'm trying to say. I don't want to make specific speculative statements because I have no freaking clue. And besides, I've done some of those in previous videos, so I'm just like, I'm done with this. I'm done talking about things that might happen when there are games I could be playing right now. Yeah, okay, we need to take a couple hours and just sleep. Let's access our tent. Rest for 2 hours. Are enemies nearby? No, there are not. Wait, I pacified an assassin using the streetwise skill. Oh, that is delightful. When have you ever been optimistic? What are you talking about? I had tons of optimism around after Morrowind was released. I was a wellspring of optimism regarding Bethesda. Remember, Morrowind was a damn good game. It didn't have Daggerfall's scope and scale, but it was tightly focused in a good game. I was a wellspring of optimism. When Oblivion came out, I thought, nice graphics! I want to get my hands on that game. Me, haven't played it yet? No, when Oblivion came out, I thought it was pretty cool. I hadn't, yet had the opportunity to experience all of it, and once I did, I was like, okay, this is mildly fun. It's just that there's a lot wrong with this game. And then Skyrim came along, and I had a lot of fun playing through it once, and subsequent games with mods. So I'd say, yeah. Alright. Oh, harpies. Harpies. You're talking about... Okay, I think I know what... Yeah, I found it. Okay, so what you were talking about, Indigo, I think we got this right here. Let me pull this up for you.
Fire. 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 Long ago, the Fire Nations lived together in harmony. Then, everything changed when the Avatar attacked.
There you go. Okay. So, we're gonna fight some harpies. Yes. One harpy dead. I jumped on a harpy's head and stood there for a moment. Why is my bow not equipped? Damn. That'll do it. Yes. Very good. Pluck your arrows out of the corpse. Don't need potion there. No treasure there. Goodbye. Going back to Bubo Pata. Yes. My side here. Alright, well. That's good enough. I think we're just going to... Oh, wow. I just ran over a giant and made it... The giant made a lady scream? Wow. Okay, we're gonna keep going this way. That was definitely a female scream based on the like, alrighty then. That was definitely something. Definitely something. Okay. Almost there. We've arrived in Bubo Pata. Damn. Thirsty muskrat. A thirsty muskrat. Female giant. And give the assumption there are no dwarf women. And that we just pop up from holes in the ground. Alright. That. Do it. Very, very good.